Alright guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, and there's another discussion video for you guys, and we're going to be talking about what is the best support role. So we've got 7 support roles: strike back, secret technique, charge assist, charge guard, cover fire, break guard, and dash cut. And I've also got a special guest. You guys already know him, Hxrlem. Introduce yourself,
Hey,
bro.
yo, what's up, guys? Hxrlem here, aka Sage, Karma, Suki. Man's got names upon names, but yeah, let's not get into that. Yeah, yeah, today I'm with E. He happily introduced me to the video, so it's gonna be a lit stream.
Well, you already know. But yeah, Hxrlem. So let's start it off.
Yes,
Let's start it
boss.
off spicy. What do you think is the best support role in the game?
Best support role, in my opinion, I would probably say strike back, and I'll explain why. So with strike back, obviously, it does damage, and not only is it effective in terms of like an outcome. Let's say someone has like barely any health, and then you get them out of the round. There's also like the fact that it's very reliable in terms of like opening up your opponent. So let's say they don't have any characters to kind of like support them from the knockback. You can open them up by jutsus, ultimates, combinations, guard break into reset. So you just have so many options. Like we're not going to talk about the strike back glitch like that. That's just too busted. But like you
Wait,
get the
wait, wait.
idea.
Do you
Like
mean
that's
like
how much.
the strike back teleport glitch where you can teleport for free? Well, not for free, but
Nah, literally like the strike back where they're like stuck in the air.
oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
other one. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That
it's
one's
like
broken.
that is broken, isn't it? Like that's not really a like thing in rules, but that just goes to show like how much it has to offer. Literally, like yeah, just there's too many things you can like kind of enter with like when you're using strike back. And if they do have like their own supports where they kind of neglect the knockback, you know when a strike back's about to happen, but then their support stops it.
Mm.
That in a way stops their meter from, well, it kind of like lessens their meter, so now they gotta wait longer for their character to to recover. So it is just so much like it has to reduce the opponent's resources. So yeah, that's why I would say it's number one in my opinion.
Facts, facts, facts. Well, yeah, I'm have to agree with you with strike back. Some people might argue dash cut, but for me, I'm gonna say strike back. Like in top play, it's so useful because it's essentially a low resource conversion, like jump, fire tag. If they don't counter it with a support, you get a strike back, and then from there, you can get a free conversion, like walk up to your opponent and combo. I know at the beginning of the game, a lot of people would chakra dash and do an air combo or do an air jutsu. I mean, people still do it depending on the situation and the advantage they have, but for example, if you've got someone like Edo Hashirama, one of the easiest characters to convert after a strike back, you can literally
Mm.
just get his full down combo for free. So the
There you go.
conversion with
Mm.
strike back is crazy, especially if you've got teams that benefit from strike back. For example, Shino on a strike back is a meta in itself, and if you pair that with not strike back, dash cut, disgusting. And then
Mm.
obviously you've got that synergy meta team with what's it called? S3 Madara, Last Sasuke, and Edo
Oh,
Hashirama.
yeah.
Disgusting, and Strike Back
Beast.
definitely benefits that team. So like, yeah, Strike Back is just one of the best support roles, if not the best, in my opinion. Like the best, because like the amount of conversions that you can get just by using a paper bomb, or like let's say you have a neutral combo like Itachi, you finish that, boom, you get a strike back, and you can continue on the
Mm.
pressure. You can go
Yeah.
for a sub trap, you can go for a setup, whatever. And like obviously there's ways to counter it, like Harlem said, you can call your support and negate it. But like even if you do that, if you do a speed dash, spark dash, whatever you want to call it, before they touch the floor, they can't block since they're in the air, and
Mm.
you can punish them for kind of saving them from a strike back as well. So like there's just so much utility that you can get off strike back. It's actually kind of crazy.
Facts. Facts.
I feel like
Mm.
people that would argue dash cut. I don't feel like you get as much off it because like for example, or that's what I forgot to mention with strike back here. If they get hit and don't deny it, that's like damage. That's like not free damage, but you get damage off it. Like, and then that can in certain situations that can lead to you winning the round or you winning the game. Dash cut, you
Yeah.
don't get any damage off it. Like your opponent gets vulnerable if you run into it, but you have to take advantage of that of those frames where they're actually vulnerable, and if you don't,
Mm,
they can block. Go back to neutral setup or whatever. So I feel like that's what Strike Back has over Dash Cut.
I agree. I
On
agree.
100%. But yeah, I feel like Strike Back has some broken synergies. For example, with Shino, and if you pair that with what's it called, Strike Back, it can be pretty nasty. But yeah. So what do you think is the second best Harlem then?
Ooh. Um, Before I get into second, I gotta ask you a question here. Like
Mm,
with character roles, right? Do you
yeah.
think like, because my thing is now that I'm actually thinking about it, I
Mm,
kind of feel like connection might play a part in the ranks of different like character roles. Like for example, in delay, I would say cover fire has more of an advantage than strike back. Like just because like solely because you have more to offer when it comes to pressure. You might not counter in time, like when cover fire hits your guard or something. But with strike back, it's hard to like I don't know. You might miss your timing with like with a guard break or something. So
mm.
um, I do feel like maybe it's just me, but what about you? Do you feel like connection might play a part in like character roles? Like,
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I feel like in two bar, yeah.
mm,
Like you say, cover fire and dash cut just get buffed basically. So imagine
yeah.
Yugito, you pair her with strike back and dash cut. Like
Oh yeah, that's
she's a
nasty.
monster. She's a monster
Yeah.
in teal bars, man. Like
Yeah. Facts. Facts.
you're
Facts.
not. It's gonna be harder to react to her till harder to react to dash cut because there's all counters to dash cut. You can chakra dash cancel in front of them, and then your next dash won't activate the dash cut. But that's gonna be harder to do in delay.
Mm,
Plus, you have to react to whatever setup they do if they know that you're using that counter strategy. But
yeah.
not a lot of people know you can counter dash cut that way anyway. So, but
True.
yeah,
True.
so I feel like yeah, like you said, dash cut and cover fire gets buffed. But if we're talking about cover fire, we're only really talking about Deidara and Tamari. Those are the only worthwhile cover fighters in the game, to be honest.
Yeah. That is true. Cool. So,
Like,
so to second, yeah.
yeah, second. Oh, I'd say
Second.
Eno is. Wait, no, Eno's not a cover fire. Never mind. But yeah,
Ina, imagine if she was coming with a point. Wow. Um,
Poison would abuse that. Jeez Louise.
yeah. um, let's see. I would say second. I feel like people low-key do sleep on charge guard, but
Same.
I would go probably dash cut. I'm about to
Same.
sneeze. Yeah.
Holding that sneeze, bro. Holding that sneeze, man.
I literally and I was like, okay. I hate that feeling when it doesn't come out, but it's cool. Um, yeah, so the reason why I would say dash cut is because even though you said there's like ways to punish it, like where you quickly dash cancel like and then just dash again, because it takes time for obviously the thingy to come back, the
Mm,
support. But the reason why I would still put it up there is just because of how like game changing it can be, man. Like once it's activated and like it's just constantly there, like it kind of disrupts your play style. You gotta like mix it up. You can't play the way you would normally approach someone. For example, like if people who like to force screen dash and jutsu buffer, like, you can't do that. Like, well, you can, but you just gotta obviously wait for the dash cut to be deactivated. So in that way, the fact that it stops your playstyle alone, like you have to kind of like change it up a bit, makes it, that good. It does make it that good. On top of that, you've got like defensive players. Like if a defensive player has a dash cut, it makes them basically way more challenging. Like I'm talking like good defensive players. Like you know what I mean? Like someone who has like Yugito on their team, or like someone with good movement. It's raps, man. It's tough to get around.
100% agree. Like, think of those of you that are listening, think of a good defensive player, like someone that you struggle to catch, and then now think of them playing with dash cut. It's long. It's long. It's long. You don't want to fight that. You don't want to fight that.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, yeah, 100% agree. Yeah, like you said, you have to play differently. So if someone has an active dash cut, you can't even
Mm.
use chakra dash cancelling to extend your combos. You gotta use
Mm.
tag extensions or switching, but like
Mm.
chakra dash cancelling or chakra dash extensions isn't an option anymore because the dash cut will just get in the way. So like Hxrlem said, literally have to like adapt and like change your playstyle to accommodate for the dash cut.
Thanks. And I played someone, I forgot his name, it was V something. But speaking of like how crazy it can be, like I've said this before, like I was playing this Tayuya, right? I didn't have a problem with the Tayuya because like I'm sure by now everyone's like kind of used to her, like how to kind of like, obviously beat her, like just gotta be patient and add in a lot of pressure. But this one guy had a Tayuya with a dash cut, right? And it just made it that much game changing because the first time I played him, he just had a Tayuya with like strike back and Sasuke the last. So like I was kind of getting used to that rhythm, and then he switched up, and then he had Choji on his team, and it was way more challenging. Not only was it like getting past the Doki and the dash cut, but he was also like running by the trees. You know the tuning exam map.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that running by the tree? So like that alone just tells you like I don't know. There's so much you can do with dash cut. Like if you're a defensive player, you know what I mean. It is very very challenging at times. Like and it does test your patience, I guess.
100%. It's free defense. Once
Yeah,
that storm bar is up by 50%, it's a free defense. You don't have to do nothing. The dash cut will come and back to beef. You don't have to do nothing.
exactly. So that says it alone that the fact that it wasn't a problem for me the first game without the dash cut, but once he added with the same team pretty much, just added in a Choji, it was completely a different, setup, completely a different fight.
Yeah, no, definitely agree with you there. And like I said before, Shino with dash cut, a good Shino player using dash cut,
Ooh, yeah.
it's all long because you can't use chakra dash cancelling to punish them anymore. Because sometimes you can bait Shino players and then mix up the rhythm of your chakra dash cancelling, so you can use it to punish them if they're spamming bugs or whatever. If they've got
Mm.
dash cut on their team, you can't do that anymore. You tried that chakra dash cancelling against them, nah, they can just spam square. They can
Yeah.
just probe square. It's like, yeah, nah, stop that, stop it, that's enough. The tracking on his bugs as well, it just makes the whole approach game pretty long. And then let's say a May now is using dash cut. Oh gosh,
Oh,
or
I said
Sarada.
me.
Hey man, it's long for you. It's long for you, man. It's long.
Mm.
But
Yeah, so definitely second. Yeah, I'd definitely put it as like second strongest.
yeah, no,
Well,
100%. So what would you say is number three then?
three. You might disagree with me in it, so you can do your thing in it, like what you think.
You
I'm
said
gonna
you can
go.
do your thing. I'ma
Yeah,
do
for
mine.
real. Um, I would say charge guard. Yeah, people will hate me. They'll say like, "Oh, cover fire," but like, nah. Like the reason why I'll say charge guard is because when you think of like not just the characters that charge guard has to offer, but also like what it can do for you, like in terms of gaining resources and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because people they don't really notice it the way they notice other support roles, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
It's like kind of slept on in a way where you can just gain chakra and then it's blocking you. So it's like an active, think of it as like an active dash card that's just there. Like you don't have to wait for a dash. It's just there blocking you. It's in the way. So it is really good like when it comes to trying to get an advantage like awakening. So
No,
that's why,
true, true, true. You're
yeah,
right.
you know what I mean. Like, so it can be a game changing factor in that sense.
Kind of like a free, not a free Nagato, but a free pain. It's like it acts as a shield and stops a dash as well. So it's pretty darn
Yeah.
good. I can't lie to you. But what was I gonna say?
What would you say is yours? Free.
I'm not sure. I'm deciding between charge guard, like you said, and cover fire.
Mm,
Um, because yeah, I feel like charge guard is kind of the legit dash cut, so it's not really
yeah,
talked about. People don't really have a problem with it. But like you said, it can come in clutch for awakening, for getting chakra. Because you know, like if you're facing someone that's good at utilizing kunai, for example, poison, and you don't want to deal
yeah.
with it, charge guard, and then he has to change his approach. So now he might do a jutsu that beats the charge guard or
Mm,
whatever. So
mm,
it's definitely very useful in neutral, 100%.
yeah.
Um, Cover fire. I feel like as a universal mechanic, charge guard is better because you can pick any character and you can get use out of it. But with cover fire, you're gonna get the most use out of it if you're picking Deidara or Tamari. Like, obviously the other characters can do stuff with their cover fire. Like, one use it has for it is like, I don't know if you try this, yeah, but like, let's say someone's comboing you on block. Most people tilt. But if the gap
Mm.
is really small, you can do a chakra shuriken. And like, let's say you get hit now, your cover fire support will still come out and hit the person, so it's useful for that. But outside of that,
Oh,
that's kind
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Mm. That yeah, that's a really good point because that's very important as well. Like
Mm.
because most people forget like on guard there is certain depending on the character there is openings like with chakra shuriken.
Mhm.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a really good point. Um, yeah, I would say in that sense, yeah, it does make it like extremely like it's a really close call. Like it wasn't like I just straight up said charge guard solely. Like I was
Mm.
confident with it. It was just the fact that my personal experience is just because of what you can do with it, and it's used for mix-ups as well. Like let's say someone thinks, oh, he has a charge guard, I'm just gonna double dash, right? That's the easy option. But
Mm.
most of the time, you want to be smart. Like once you're getting your chakra and your guard is open, like your guard is active, you can jutsu switch. You can you can fool them. Like, you don't have to just like get your chakra. That you can use that as a bait.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah. I feel like in like if you're playing top, at the highest level, and then
Mm.
you want to be using Tamari and Daedra, I feel like cover fire would have the edge as like a stronger mechanic for that specific scenario. Because obviously,
Right.
cover fire with Tamari is something else, especially if you pair it. Like you see, people have seen Playco use it, with Neji, Tamari, and who else does he use on that team?
Naruto sometimes.
Yeah,
With cover fire. Yeah, I think he uses Neji. Uh, well, six parts Madara. I've seen him use six parts Madara, Neji, and Tamari.
yeah, and it offers a lot for that team. But I feel like universally, and for the way I play, Charge Guard will be better. And like you'll see it used at the top level. So people that like to use Awakening. So like let's say Zhao, like, and let's say he's using Charge Guard, he'll use it to get off a triple Awakening just easily.
Mm.
Because you can throw kunai all you want, it's just gonna bounce off the Charge Guard. So you're gonna have to
True.
use a switch jutsu, and by the time you
Mm.
use a switch jutsu and dash in, depending on the just, he's already awakened. So that's kind of it. Deal with the awakening.
There you go. There you go.
So I feel
Yeah.
like my vote would be, if I'm talking for me and for what I've seen, I'd say, I'd say charge guard universally. Yeah, if we're talking about overall
Hey, man,
universally,
man.
yeah.
Give you a pat on the back for that. Yeah.
But if you want to isolate it in their strongest forms for each mechanic, then I'll give it to cover fire.
Mm. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So number four, I feel like after the top three, the order doesn't matter anymore. Can't
Yeah,
lie.
literally. I was just about to say that. I was like, wait, what even is next?
We'll see. I don't know, man. Because I feel like charge assist would be really good if there wasn't a delay. Like if you charge chakra and then as soon as you charge chakra, you got the buff, but like there's a bit of a delay
Yeah,
and it takes a
yeah.
while. Like you can't just like let's say you want to chakra quickly, yeah. You can't tap triangle and then get that boost in charge chakra assist. It takes a
Mm,
while to activate. But I feel like
mm,
if you got it instantly, like Tsunade's awakening. you can charge it for like half a second and get like a jutsu worth. I
No.
feel like if it did that, then
Mm.
it'd be rated a lot more. But because there's
Yeah.
a delay, it's not as useful. But it's still
Fair.
useful, you know. Wait, let me make sure I'm not waffling and actually test it out real quick. Let me make sure. Hold on. Oh wait, I did a switch jutsu. Damn.
So what would you say is the fourth? Well, sorry, the fifth one. Since technically, I'm assuming me and you were both gonna put fourth as a cover fire, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So fifth, yeah, fifth. What would you say is fifth?
Wait, so you agree with charge assist being?
No,
No, no, no.
I agree with strike back,
Yeah,
dash cut, charge
yeah.
guard, cover fire.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, 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 I agree. Yeah, the dead less really doesn't matter. But I'm testing it now in training mode,
mm,
and it doesn't seem like it's delay. I mean, the lab experts will tell me in the comments. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
mm,
So, but yeah, just if anyone knows how soon it activates, let me know because I'm not too sure. But there's some lab monsters in the comments that will let me know, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I agree with your order that you said. So it's between break guard and break
imagine.
guard secret technique, right?
Yeah, secret. Secret technique.
Uh,
It's like it doesn't do anything.
it's so
It's like
situational, bro,
yeah, yeah.
and it doesn't even work against team ultimate jutsu. So
Mad,
it's
I
just
didn't even
like,
know that.
yeah, no, it doesn't.
It never crossed my mind to like get. I don't think I've been in that experience where I got hit by it. That's why.
Oh yeah, no, I use it because I use Shisui, I think, and some other characters that I use that have it. I've
Mm,
actually like unconsciously labbed it, but like there's situations where like hold on, let me lab this real quick. I can't remember who gets the advantage, whether that's the
mm,
attacking opponent or the one that got hit by the ultimate jutsu. But there's a situation where if you get hit by ultimate jutsu
mm.
and it's a secret technique substitution, your opponent or you can push your opponent while they're vulnerable. But I can't remember who has the advantage, so let me test it out real quick. But what do you think about break guard then?
Dead. Yeah, it's straight up dead. You know what? There's been situations where it's reset my guard.
Mm,
Like you know, your characters, you get stunned from a break guard,
mm,
guard break, sorry,
mm.
and like it comes out at the last second and just like
Yeah.
supports you. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
there's been times where it's actually done its thing, but for the
Yep.
most part, it's like it's predictable. You can, if you have a character like Pain, you can just tilt and you come over here type thing.
Get
You
over here.
know, yeah, or you can just jump over it, or you don't have like some people
It's
move
true.
around it.
It's
But
true.
yeah, it doesn't really do its job as like the rest of the roles. So I would probably put it last. I might put. Nah, I'd put it over Secret Technique. I'd put it over Secret.
Say swear.
Swear, 100%.
Damn. There's times, yeah, where it's coming clutch for me and it shagged me as well. Like there's
Yeah.
times where like someone like those players, yeah, I'm one of them, so but those players that get a guard break and then do team ultimate jutsu straight up.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
definitely one
yeah,
of those
that's you.
players. That's me,
That is
yeah,
you.
100.
I got bad memories just thinking about it.
Oh snap! But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's coming clutch because someone will try to do that to me, especially if I've done it to them. People think like, okay, we're doing that.
Must be
Ease, calm, I got you. And then they'll try to do it, and it will pop out of nowhere. And then
Mm.
by the time they do their team ultimate, because obviously there's a delay as well, I've already recovered. Then it's just like, yes, man, like Orochimaru, my guy, thank you.
Oh yeah, Orochimaru is a great guy.
But then there's times that I'll do it, and then let's say I want to do a combo quickly, and then it will just come in my face. Whoa, pause, pause, pause,
Yeah.
pause.
Oh,
I'll delete that one. I'll delete that one still.
edited.
Edited out. Edited out. Oh my days! I was so editing that one out.
But yeah, I get what
I
you mean.
I'll
It
get
just like at
ripped
the
to
last second,
pieces.
it just stops you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. For real, for real. And then that's how it shagged me basically. But yeah.
mm.
But what would I put
you know,
over it?
you know what that is though. That's like, as you said, it's situational. Like with break guards, let's say your guard broke, right? When the break guard support is almost at blue,
Yeah,
that's when it surprisingly comes out. So because it
facts,
hasn't activated yet, so it is nice sometimes to just be defensive, like to block. Like if you see that your break guard's about to activate, like because if it comes out straight away, then it's just easy to read. But the last
facts.
second is normally because it hasn't activated yet. So that in that sense, I would give it like some form of credit
Yeah,
over another assist like secret technique.
but I just labbed secret technique real quick, and
Mm.
like you actually get the advantage. So if, for example, if I'm using secret technique here and you land the ultimate,
Yeah.
and then you know how it pushes me out the way. So whilst I'm recovering, if you switch and attack me, you get the
Mm.
advantage and I'm vulnerable. So that's a
Really?
downside, yeah.
Oh.
So you can punish them for using it essentially.
Mm. Yeah.
So
There you go.
for that reason, I'm gonna have to put break guard, like especially in the situations where you said it comes out the last second, so you'll forget about it and it'll just appear like, "Hey, stop it." So
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'll probably put great
That-
guard and then secret sub at the bottom. Like if it counted team ultimate jutsus, that'd be better, but it doesn't unfortunately.
yeah.
But
Yeah. And that's its only feature. It's literally to stop at an old animation. Like it doesn't have any other value other than stopping a regular UJ.
literally, bro, literally, and like say let's say I know that you're using it and don't want to face it, I can just do a max damage combo without a UJ or do a team ultimate. Boom, problem solved.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's facts. That's wow. I'm surprised when you think about it. We both agreed like our whole tier list is the same. Like when it comes to the roles, the support roles. That's mad.
for
We
real,
just agreed
honestly,
on we got the same same tier list.
come on. It's because you're a smart man, so it makes sense.
Hey, touche.
But
Likewise.
come on, you know how you do, man.
Great minds think alike, man.
All day, every day. But what's the question I was gonna ask? Damn it, it wasn't about picking roles. It was another question.
About the selection, like if you could select the roles.
Nah, the other one that I completely forgot again. Oh, okay, I remember. I wish they kept the feature in. It was in Generations and Storm 3, I think, where you got
Mm,
rewarded for picking canon characters. So let's say you didn't want to play them and pick the obvious OP combinations. You could pick like canon names, and then you'll get
mm,
rewarded. So I think there was a blue bar. So if that was high, your support would charge really fast, and then there was a
mm,
red bar. So if that was high, you would get your team ultimate would do way more damage than a usual team ultimate. So
mm.
that's how you got rewarded for picking canon teams. But yeah, like, do you think we should be able, like, if CC2 asks you, yo, Harlem, we're gonna do another patch.
Mm.
What we're working on is allowing everyone to pick what roles they want for their teams. You can pick any role, any team, and you can have double the support type. So you can have double strike back if you want, double dash
Mm.
cut if you want, double cover fire if you want. Do you want that
That
in the game? And if you say yes, it's in the game in the next hour. What are you
that
doing?
is crazy. Ooh. Um, I'm. You know what? It does like there is so much you could like it would add to the game, but I don't know if that would be a good thing. Like just how this game is, you know. So I would probably have to decline that just
Oh,
because I
so
know how it would be abused.
bro,
Yeah.
ranked will be filled with dash cut and strike backs. That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
The smart players would find OP combinations with like cover fire,
Mm.
and then probably pair that with either strike back or dash cut.
Yeah.
Maybe you see a few people using, charge assists if they have poor chakra management. But the meta would get a lot worse. The meta would get a lot worse.
Yeah, like if we think about it, that's crazy what that has to offer. Like there's so much that you can mix up with that, having that amount of resourceful supports. Like that's insane.
For real, for real.
Yeah, nah, I would decline that straight away. But nah, I'm good. I'm good, CC2.
I guess the rules might improve if you ban dash cut. It might improve because like we already know the OP cover fire types. Actually, more people might run Demon Wind Shuriken. Actually, to be fair,
Yeah,
so
demon. True,
that
true,
could be
true.
new. But it might slightly improve teams. Like hopefully, you would see more varied teams. But I
True.
definitely think the meta would get worse. 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's going for the busted team synergy combinations.
That's all I see, to be honest.
Mm,
Yeah, that's all I see, fam. But what about you? Would you accept or decline?
good question. Um, mm, would I accept or decline? You know, I want to accept for me, so like I can pick more varied teams. Like it probably won't be that varied. I probably really won't use strike back that much. Like maybe I'll use it on a few characters that would make teams more fun. Like I'd give No, I wouldn't give Conan strike back. You wouldn't really get anything off that. But let's say Shisui would make for a good strike back. Actually,
Mm,
that'd be
yeah.
pretty nice to have. But
Yeah.
would I accept
Oh,
or decline? You know what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to decline because I'm thinking about my player experience. I feel like it would go down, not in the sense that like, oh, I'd lose more because I have tutorials on how to defeat the mechanics if people are abusing them. But I feel like the ranked space and the meta
mm,
space would be more boring.
yeah.
Like unless you're playing with people that actually want to switch it up and play team variety and actually want to test out and see what they can find with the new options that you're available. But I feel like on the whole, generally, the game experience would be more boring because there's already people picking up Choji literally because he's a dash cut. So can you imagine? Like, let's say Danzo with dash cut. Jeez, Louis. Yo, it's
Oh
long.
man,
It's long. It's
that
long.
is
Or to
real.
you as a dash cut. Like, people are gonna go crazy with it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or Kaguya. Yeah, let me just slap on a dash cut with her. Thanks, yeah.
That is too much, fam.
Honestly. So I feel like, so imagine ranks. You're gonna see it on ranked as well.
Oh
Kaguya
yeah.
dash cut. Danzo dash cut with strike back. Let's say Shino dash cut. Oh my gosh.
It's all too long. Like
Yeah.
to fight that is just a whole other thing. Like
Honestly.
you said though, it would be a factor where you probably most people would end up playing like within their because they know players and they realize that they won't be abusing like just the same old stuff, like they would mix it up. So yeah, in that sense, I want to try it, like just like in a group situation to see how it works, but not as
Mm,
a whole, like as a whole game. So if I'm fighting someone like a random or I'm in an endless and like everyone's abusing the same old setup, it's just like wasted
yeah.
fun. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Like obviously there'll be a few players, probably Shek will find some low tier busted team and it's just like, bro, how do you even discover this? I didn't know 10-10 could be this OP with that kind of combination, all of that. But
True.
for the majority of players, it's like, yes, I can finally pick Neji or Kaguya with dash cut. Let's go. Thank you, CC2. Let's get the max rank.
Yeah.
But yeah, um, I feel like it'll be a similar situation to Revolution. I don't know if you played Revolution that much, but like basically, because the counter mechanic was that bad, people
Hmm.
just kind of played. Well, I don't know about people, but I know me, RJ, and Poison were like, you know what? This counter mechanic is terrible. Let's just play
Hmm.
without it, like amongst us. Because going on ranked and playing
Yeah.
that, No. Like,
Lol.
how can you dash in and get punished with like team ultimate damage? Like, come on, man. That's just dumb.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah, it did that, didn't it? I think I played it only once though. I remember I played it with Versace on
mm,
his we parsec it on
mm,
PC, and
mm.
I didn't know that when you counter it just you're stunned for that long. Like when you get counted, I was like, what?
Bro, it's
I
peak,
was
bro.
yeah, that is crazy.
Man said you dashed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Firm this team ultimate real quick.
Nah, that is not. Yeah.
What, bro? Don't dash in, man. Just be a bit more patient. Don't dash in, man. That's all you need to do. Don't dash in. Come on.
They might as well put the dash out of the game.
For real, like it wasn't balanced at all, man. It was just crazy stuff. But yeah, man. I feel like it make the overall game experience, especially for those that aren't experienced at countering those mechanics. So, imagine, yeah, the patch comes up here, and then you see your favorite YouTuber playing the game, Mr. Air Force, you know? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
To be
let's
fair,
say,
though,
yeah, yeah.
nah, to be fair, yeah, you are still, man's got you on no T.
Hey, man, like, let's go.
You remember?
Let's
Remember?
go. Let's go, man. Like, appreciate it. Much love, bro. Honestly. You need to stream more. Can't lie though.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Get
I
them
do on
streams
Twitch
up.
sometimes.
Ah, see, this is why I don't see you. I'm rarely on
Mm,
Twitch, but I'm gonna try follow you after this. I can't lie.
I appreciate it.
No worries. But so imagine you get the game, yeah. You saw your favorite
Mm,
YouTuber Hxrlem streaming, and you were like, "Hxrlem played this game sick. I want to get this game." The new patch just came out. You got the game. It's like, man, I can't wait to play with my favorite characters. You don't really know what supports are. You train on player match. You know, you watch all the tutorials that people have put out. You jump on
mm.
ranked match. Feeling like you've warmed up. Boom, Kaguya dash cut. You have no idea how to counter it. You don't know why you got slapped, and that's what you faced 5 times in a row, along with Dunzo and all of that. Like, yeah, it's gonna be
Crazy.
terrible for the new players slash the
It
players that
is.
aren't experienced at the game. So I feel like overall, if we're considering each level of players, whether that's new to the game, the veterans, and the top players or whatever, it'd make the
Mm,
overall experience worse, unfortunately. Because like people don't think, oh man, character variety. People think, you know what? Let me pick the most broken S tier combination in the game and win some matches because it's all about winning. Well, for me, for those players anyway.
yeah, no, it's just about like how it is now. It's just about bearable. Like there's things that obviously you can't escape from. Like certain situations, if you dash in and then you get caught with cover fire due to the delayed Tamari when she throws her shuriken out. There's just
Mm,
things that you can't avoid, but how the game is, like as an arena, is you got a decent sized map. I feel like it's just about bearable. So to add anything more to it,
mm,
yeah, it would just make it so much more game changing and crazy. It's ridiculous.
facts. I just imagine another combination: puppets with dash cut.
Puppets with dash cut.
So
Hmm.
imagine like they picked, let's say Naruto, Pain,
Hmm.
and obviously their puppet user. So they picked dash cut for the puppet
Hmm.
role. Naruto
Hmm.
is a strike back, and Pain is whatever, maybe another strike back.
Hmm.
That's all long. And then
Yeah.
they're using sorcery. You try dashing, catch that grab. You catch that grab, it's a strike back.
Oh yeah. That's tough. I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's too
And
much.
people are gonna think of those combinations. They're not gonna think of the fun combinations, you know.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
obviously, you'll get the Shex and the Mugen channel. They'll be like, you know what? Let's see what stylish broken stuff we could create with this, and that would be cool to see. But a lot of people are just gonna think meta-wise. Yes, what's the broken stuff I can do? Let's go.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think that
but
was good. Like the character roles, like we basically gave a good like breakdown of each one and like what they represent towards their specific roles. And yeah, I just feel like in terms of putting them on teams. It's all debatable at the end of the day. Like depending on what teams you use and like how you use them, for example. But I do feel like there's a pattern towards the roles and what is the most essential and what can be the most game changing,
Oh,
which is why.
100%.
Yeah.
No, literally, like you said, it's all debatable, and
Mm.
obviously everyone has different play styles. So strike back is going to benefit some players more than others. Like if you see
Mm.
a lot of my game players, a lot of my teams don't use strike back. Like
Yeah.
you can calmly play strike back, whether that's casual, ranked, or first to fives, and win games without it. Like it's not needed to win, but
Mm.
obviously, as we've explained, it has its clear benefits, and it's definitely a bonus to have strike back on your team than without it. 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Come on, but yeah, like you said, it's debatable because everyone has different playstyles, so different character roles are gonna benefit different people differently. You know,
Man, like.
come on. But yeah, I think that's pretty much. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss, Harlem?
Um. No, I feel like we basically covered like the general and like the general foundation of the character roles, well, support roles, sorry, and
Hmm.
like what they have to offer. So yeah, I believe that's a great closing, my G.
Come on, let's get it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about. That's
Hmm.
kind of it. But like, just to end off the video, like, do you guys think we should be able to pick our character roles, and what effect do you think that will have on your overall gameplay experience when it comes to player matches, ranked, and top level meta as well? But yeah, it's been your boy E. It's been your boy Harlem? You wanna plug anything or do an outro?
Yeah, man. Yeah, my name's Harlem. I'm a YouTuber. I recently jumped onto Twitch and I'm streaming way more on there. Like I'm streaming like every week. So yeah, just a member of Storm. Love the game. And yeah, man, just trying to push it out more.
Come on, Harlem's YouTube and Twitch will be in the description, so definitely check him out.
Appreciate it.
He's a cool dude, so if you like my streams, you'll definitely like his, man.
Hey,
Come on, man. He's got the wavy voice as well, so yeah, subscribe for that alone. Subscribe for that alone.
UK. UK gang.
Come on. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys are interested in more of these discussion videos, they'll be out more in the future. But if you can't wait, I'll put a playlist on the screen so you can check it out. If you want to check out online battles, that will also be on the screen. Character guides and tech will also be on the screen, so check that out if you want. But yeah, peace out. See you guys on the next one.
Peace out, everyone.
Come on.